hailing from Uganda. Hope, the light of the world. Give it up for Ian Karlton.
When will I feel it? When will I have it? When will I see it? H-O-P-E, hope. In Uganda, we have a philosophy, and we call this philosophy Ubuntu. This philosophy exactly mirrors the poem about the candle. I am because we are. This philosophy and this candle, when I read in between the lines, I see one thing and just one thing, that us humans, we're just like a little single candle. Alone in the wind, we are fragile. Alone in the wind, we fickle. Alone in the wind, we break. But when one person, when one candle bends down and offers light to another person and another candle, we grow. We build. We dream. We innovate. But then someone may ask me, what is this that you talk about? Well, I talk about hope as the light of the world. And the cynics may ask, how can a single candle face the darkness of the entire world? But then I tell those people that you misunderstand this twilight, because it doesn't take the sun to come down to defeat the darkness. It takes one stubborn spark. And we must become that spark. Because when we offer hope, when we offer love, we give someone the opportunity to dream again. We give someone the opportunity to imagine again. We give someone the opportunity to look at tomorrow and say, tomorrow is a better day. But we lost our hope because we have been raised, we have been taught that in order for you to rise, someone else has to fall. We have been taught in order for your country to develop, another country has to bleed. We have been taught in order for you to be happy, you have to first cry. But why don't we learn from the Far East? Because in the Far East, they have something special. And this thing is called the Chinese bamboo. When you plant it, it takes 5 whole years before even a leaf breaks through the surface. And in all these 5 years, you have to water it every single day. When you plant it in the first year, the people in your village, your workmates, your friends, your family will come and visit you and say, you are smart, and one day you shall be rich. In the second year, you continue watering it because you have a dream. And your friends come and visit you again and say, You are visionary. You will one day achieve your dream. But in the third year, things change. They visit you this time, and they look at the ground and say, even Donald Trump can tell there's nothing coming out. But because of the fire, the yarn you have, the big dream of tomorrow that you have to see your dream come true, you continue. And in the 5th year, it breaks through the soil. And in 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. That is hope. Now you must be asking yourself, what do I learn from this story? From this story, if you cannot remember my name, and you cannot remember my country, and you cannot remember my speech, remember this. In a world that's cruel, be kind. In a world that's bad, be good. In a world that's harsh, be polite. In a world that offers hatred, offer hope and share your candle and lift. So if you believe in tomorrow, stand up here today, get off your seat, get on your feet and say, I believe.
Thank you very much for your speech. Well, thank you very much. While it may take 5 years for a Chinese bamboo to grow, let's hope it takes 5 seconds to find some questions in the middle over there.
Karlton, you spoke a lot about dreams. I have a very simple question. What is your dream?
The last person who asked me that was my mom, and I was in the bathroom. And what she wanted to hear was that my dream is to be the cleanest gentleman in the world, but today is not about my mom. Anyways, my dream is one that's big, and I've been told multiple times that you cannot achieve this dream, especially from the country that I come from. But I still dare to dream. And that dream I have is to one day be the president of Uganda. Thank you, thank you.
I have a question.
All right, thank you very much. The second question will now come from the lady in the middle in the back.
From me, and it's a follow-up question. What's the first thing he will do as president? Because I have no doubt.
Can everybody see this? What is this? Now this flag, the color black, talks about the skin color of the people in Uganda. The color yellow talks about the abundance of the sunshine we have in Uganda. The color red talks about the blood that flows through our veins. And that blood means brotherhood. And that yellow, which is the sun, means love your nation, for it's gifted. And that black means love each other. The first thing I'll do in office is teach all Ugandans these fundamental values.
Thank you very much. Last but not least, to end the grand final, with the last question for the last speaker up there in the top. Go ahead.
Thank you. So, I see that you're a very patriotic man. First of all, I wanted to ask you,
I really want to see you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, wow.
My question is, how can the idea of one single person get spread across an entire country in order to start possibly the birth of a nation like yours in Uganda?
You know why I like questions? It's because they give me the opportunity to talk more, and I talk a lot. So, how do I spread the idea? I believe we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. And this represents that we should listen more and speak less. Of course, I'm not following that. And speak less. That means when your 2 ears hear something that is good and natural and real and true and righteous, your heart will know that that's the right idea. Your heart will know that that's what I should follow. So I believe the way I would spread it is be as real as I can and speak as much as I can to as many as I can, and they will know that this is the way to go.